Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a community is mourning the tragic deaths of 3 family members killed in a fire. And a last-minute change would add new requirements to receive Medicaid in Kentucky.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Wednesday to you, Mountain family. My name's Amelia Lee here with you on this March 19th, and the time is marching up to 5 o'clock this morning. It is time to check on in with meteorologist Megan Dusmell for a look at that forecast. Megan, we had those 70s yesterday, but I know you said we were going to cool off a little bit as we look towards spring in the near future.
Yes, we sure are. That's starting tomorrow. There's good news. We do still have those 70s today as you're finishing off your Wednesday, but unfortunately, yeah, those cooler temperatures are definitely in store as we head into your Thursday. Here's a look outside your door right now and enjoy those temperatures because the highs for tomorrow will be cooler than what you're seeing for some cities as we're heading through the next couple hours. Seeing 63 degrees right now in Irvin, 59 in Jackson, 61 for Somerset, and 62 in Monticello. And as we head into the afternoon, well, we'll see the warmest temperatures as you're traveling more towards West Virginia, 81 degrees as that forecast high right now in Logan, 78 in Prestonsburg, 77 for Jackson and Irvin as well as Manchester. Now we are going to see a lot of cloud cover today, so those temperatures could be a little bit cooler than forecasted. Here's a look at satellite radar. You can just see how much clouds we have in the area. We'll continue to have clouds in our region all day long. Here's a look at the next 12 hours. Again, mostly cloudy, high temperatures around 5 p.m. today. Amelia.
A deadly fire swept through a home in southern Kentucky, killing 3 people early yesterday morning. The 3 were identified as 78-year-old Norma Dean Puddett, her son, 55-year-old Jerry Todd, and granddaughter, 17-year-old Briley. Briley Puddett was a student at Southwestern High School. She also played on the fast-pitch softball team. She chose to sit out this season, but her coach says she was the ultimate teammate. The fire also killed 1 dog, but others were saved. Administrators with Southwestern High School provided a statement regarding Briley Puddett's death. Part of it says, quote, "Our school community is deeply saddened by the death of Southwestern High School student Briley Petit and family members. Our thoughts and condolences are with everyone grieving this terrible tragedy." More information is coming out regarding a death investigation in Laurel County. Deputies found a man dead outside a home off Parker Road early Tuesday afternoon. They say 45-year-old Walter Trebello III was shot multiple times after an incident between 2 people. A rifle was recovered at the scene. Nobody was arrested, and deputies say investigators will present their findings in a Laurel County grand jury. They say there is no danger to the public. Friday was the last day of the legislative session before the veto period. Both chambers rushed to pass bills before the midnight deadline. One of those bills, fast-tracked, House Bill 695, would make changes to Medicaid in Kentucky. Jessica Umbro explains the changes and has reaction from a health advocacy group in Kentucky.
Mr. Speaker, the Senate made some technical changes to a good bill.
Late Friday night, the Senate Appropriations and Revenue Committee met, adding Committee Substitute 2 to House Bill 695.
Certain Medicaid recipients must meet work or community engagement participation standards. This simply mandates that the state ask the federal government to consider our request.
The bill passed through the Senate along party lines and swiftly passed through the House also along party lines.
Clerk will take the roll. There being 72 members voting yea, 19 members voting nay. House Bill 695, as amended in the Senate, concurred in by the House, is finally passed.
Despite House Bill 695 already passing through both chambers, facing a potential governor veto and veto override, the group Kentucky Voices for Health are still encouraging people to reach out to their lawmakers to reconsider their support. They say this bill, with its work requirement, only hurts those who rely on Medicaid.
We don't need solutions that are going to provide more onerous paperwork and red tape or, complicated hoops that folks need to jump through just to get their basic health care needs needs met.
Emily Beauregard with Kentucky Voices for Health says the people who will be hurt most are those already doing what's being asked of them.
So many Kentuckians, of course, have multiple part-time jobs. They have fluctuating hours, seasonal income. And those are the Kentuckians who are really going to struggle with mandatory reporting requirements.
Beauregard says she hopes if Governor Beshear vetoes House Bill 695, that lawmakers will give a second thought before overriding that veto. In Frankfort, Jessica Umbro, WKYT.
The veto period runs through March 26th, and lawmakers will reconvene on March 27th and 28th to finish out the session. That's when they can override any vetoes from Governor Beshear. Senator Mitch McConnell was in Elizabethtown Tuesday afternoon, where he made brief comments about the ongoing trade war and its impact on Kentucky businesses. He pointed out that the United States Tariff Act of 1930, which was intended to help American farmers, raised already high import duties on a range of agricultural goods by 20%.
I'm not a fan of tariffs. I hope it works, but if it goes on very long, we'll have more of what we've already experienced in Canada with the taking bourbon off the shelves. And American farmers, we have 70,000 farmers in Kentucky, basically make their money off of trade, export. So I think a long-term trade war would be a mistake.
He points out that tariffs are not a legislative matter, and the only thing Congress can do is complain. Officials from Senator Rand Paul's office set up at Hazard Community and Technical College on Tuesday. The group partnered with FEMA at the Disaster Recovery Center to talk with folks about how they can preserve personal documents. Dr. Jennifer Linden, president and CEO of HCTC, says the college is always ready to help.
Well, here at HCTC, we are a community college, and this is just one of the many things that we do to assist our community, and we're glad to be able to help out in times of need.
As of Monday, FEMA has approved more than $20 million in assistance to more than 3,500 Kentucky households. And we want to remind you that Governor Andy Beshear is set to host a Team Kentucky update today instead of Thursday when it usually happens. The governor will update folks on a variety of topics, including infrastructure improvements, as well as the state's response to natural disasters and severe weather. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, federal organizations are working together to create safer infant formula for consumers.
And a red flag warning is in place. I'll have more on the fire weather potential up next.